This is the Cutting Edge on IRFM on next Wednesday night. We're there with you. Sad news for those of us who over a certain age know the artist with the name Dabby Dobson. You hear him play him. We start out the program with him tune. Dabby Dobson passed away in Florida at 78, I think it's 78, from the coronavirus. I am told that him passed away through the coronavirus hit him. 78-year-old. I sing long time. As a matter of fact, when I got school, it was very popular. Was very popular amongst the what you call the uptown ladies. Them, him sing a whole heap of ballads, soft tune. Them, him sing a whole heap of soft tune. Him have a big hit. We're going to play for you still, but it's one of the only man right now sing with so much group too. Him sing with a whole heap of group. The one them out they carry mine eyes still, but I remember. I mean, there's two of them. I remember the Virtues and the Cheeks. Yes. And I know him sing with others too. He used to live with Coxon, Duke Reed, Sonia Pottinger, Rupi Edwards. I don't remember which one of the label them him get the big hit with still. But yes, him pass away. And it's really something else because, as me say, whole heap of people know Dabby Dobson. Whole heap of people know say him is one of the man them where rent-a-tile music used to lick. Yes, me I tell you. It's some face, digital style. Where say she and about 10 advertisements every quarter hour. Me I tell you, I know fun. I draw no easy, you know. So advertise the online thing, they're rough. Yeah, man. Anyway, a Cutting Edge. So you are going to tonight, you know. You know, say, a Haile Selassie birthday at 12 o'clock. It is the 23rd of July. And it was in 1892 that Haile Selassie born. His mother name was Yeshima Bet Ali and Rasma Konen. We know that a lot of people hear the name Haile Selassie and associate it with Rastafari. And them say, my the Emperor Ethiopia and him a God. Well, Rastafari has shown itself to be not only indigenous to Jamaica, but Rastafari has given the Western world its only concept, only spiritual concept that I know, because most of the spiritual concept them my religion come out of from the East. From the East, I know it come from the East. So at 12 o'clock, we're going to celebrate Rastafari Haile Selassie birthday in reggae music as we know it is, and the projection of Haile Selassie in the music and what Rastafari stand for in the music. The music that gave substance to these domiciled farmer slaves on this farmer slave plantation island. We know, say, it is a good thing. So, we don't care where them want to say. We understand and we know the concept and the cultural expression of Rastafari has done great wonders for African people and in extension for the oppressed people of the world. We know what we use a secular music. We use a pop music to project spirituality. We use a music coming from the bowels of the Jamaican people, from the filth and the dung, from the worst part of Kingston, come a music that uplifts the spirit of the people and send them into a next level of awareness and consciousness. Would have been glad if it could have continued that way, but not no last forever. And we can see the turning point and the changing and the movement of the music going in a different direction. But we who know, we who pass the baton to other ones, we who understand that the relationship between the mind and the spirit, the relationship between what you hear, what come into you, will defile you if it is not connecting to life, energy, the source. If we start to contradict life, we're in a serious problem. If we start to believe that there's not things out there that is causing imbalance, it is very weird to feel that you as an individual is not causing an imbalance in nature. And nature have a very strange way of correcting the imbalance of men. And in correcting the imbalance of men, it creates a kind of upset in how man live and how man understand himself. You know, when nature upset, it sneeze, it cough, and it shake, and it cry, and it do all manner of things to show us, say, look here, what you not do, you know. Nature is nature, and human beings is the last thing that appear upon the planet. Everything that is upon the planet, they are before human beings. Everything, barring nothing. Because even the materials that we use now come from something out of the earth. Even the plastic, even the styrofoam come from something out of the earth. And we know that styrofoam, plastic and all these things that human say going to destroy the planet. Not go so. It's not the planet these things going to destroy. It's human beings' existence on the planet that is going to destroy. Because if man continue to make things that is opposite to the well-being of nature, with the same things that come from nature, he will feel the brunt of nature's wrath. So we don't, or we're not going to say we don't, but we understand and we realize that there are so many different ways, so many leaves, one tree, so many rivers, one sea. And we have to carve our own understanding and way, especially we who came from that history or that 400 years of degradation, slavery. We create and recreate and we survive the worst atrocities that has ever been placed on human beings against other human beings. We survive. And we will continue to survive. Can't get rid of we. Can't get rid of we. We, the African people, we the race of the gods. We, the sun, the moon, and the stars, connected. So you will say, tomorrow is Emperor Selassie Earth Day. And that name give rise to a philosophy and a concept that bind a group of people to nature. And it uses its own logics to define itself. At least should be using its own logic to define itself. We should no longer be using the logics of the slave master to define our understanding of divinity. And if black people continue to use the slave master's understanding of divinity to define themselves, they will always be slaves. A man who murder his foreparents, murder children, mothers, fathers. Why you think he's going to educate you into understanding yourself? After him using him God to suppress you, why would you want to pray to that same God to free you? What is wrong if you turn to the ancient consciousness that we threw away or that it was beaten out of us? Why you feel that it is not important that we create our own reality? Our own reality, our reality must define our existence. Our reality must define our existence. And if it is not our way, well, I don't know what will happen. We are the people of the sun. We are the children of the moon. We are earth people. Earth, moon, and sun. Eat, air, and water. Moving through space and time. Never stopping. 306 degrees. Round and round. No end, no beginning. No end, no beginning. That is who we are, and we must understand that. We must understand it. Because if we don't understand it, the nyam supper, as they are doing now. Yes, the nyam supper. We, the people of the light, we who ascend from the darkness, we are the light that is hidden in the darkness. We are the sun and the moon and all the stars and the planets that exist. We are time and space. Can't get rid of it. We revolve and evolve. We stand still and we move. We are the people of the gods, creators of universes and time. No beginning, no end. This is the cutting edge on IRFM. Yes, War. That's what Bob Marley called the song. Speech given by Emperor Selassie I. Imprinted in the minds of most people who listen to Bob Marley. The power of reggae music. The power of the Rastafari brethren and sisters to use pop music to project a spiritual awakening. That's deep, man. That's very deep to do that. Most music where you hear a prophet spirituality is gospel music, and it is only sung in an environment that is supposed to be very solemn. But the Rasta man take it out of that meager way of looking at it and putting it into a more popular cultural expression. I say that's deep. I say that's deep. If you listen to most of the reggae music them, you realize how deep the artists them go. Sometimes you have to follow the messenger, but listen to the message and you realize how deep it is. Cause if you feel say you're not listen to a man because you know him personally and the music and the message not go together, or the message and him living not go together. Check back in our olden times, like man like Al Solomon, man like Al David. You think them man there are some man where they are really deal with some divine energy? Nah. Upon a man go take a man, take away a man wife, or him take away the man wife. Him stand up and him tap on balcony and see the man wife at change her clothes. And true, him is the head and him is the king. Him take the man, him tell him troops, say, look here, this one not going to war. The man named Uriah, him say, when Uriah lead the army, draw back. Because him know say, when him draw back, Uriah I go get dead. And Uriah did get dead, and him take with the man wife. And it's out of that lineage comes the so-called leader of Christianity. Or what was not even say leader, but the epitome of who Christians worship today. Look on the man called Esau and Jacob. Cookery. Cookery. When I say cookery, I mean I invent a word there. They have a word named cookery. Well, me I say it. Cookery comes from crook. Look on it. Serious thing. Esau and Jacob. Two brothers. But the mother loved one. Let me say Esau and Jacob. I talk about, Esau and Jacob. Isaac is the father. Esau and Jacob. Esau eerie. Jacob skin come like, I don't know what. The mother did prefer Esau. They prefer the Jacob. The younger one. And where the mother do? Because the father did blind. And the father said, come make a bless you now and tell you know what I got happen. To your life story. The mother kill an animal and put the skin over Jacob. And when him feel him feel the eerie one and feel say is Esau and him bless Jacob. Him give Jacob Esau blessing. Can you believe that? It's God involved with them chicken there, you know. God involved with the chicken, you know, because God suggests that, you know, because him want to perpetuate a history of a group of people that him claims say is him children, him chosen ones. And then now Jacob they got claim say him fight with the Lord and overcome. And the Bible said Jacob fought with the Lord and overcome. And on that day them call him Israel. Thus the beginning of a man and his children who now control and dominate the world because of adoption by some white people out of the Caucasus Mountain that call themselves Jews. Jews. Because them say God give them people land. Them say go into the land of the Canaanites. I don't for them land, you know. Just like the land now that is called Palestine, it's not for them land neither. But it's God do it, God help them to take over these things. And we using those logic to define ourselves as African people. How long we going to do that? How long we going to claim, say, Egypt is a terrible place when we know, say, Egypt and Ethiopia is civilization start at them place there. And we there are cuss Egypt, but we are slave in Egypt and I call down here so Egypt. How long we are going to uphold an idea we tell we say somebody put 8 people in a boat and kill everybody upon the earth with water, drown them, the mothers, the children, everybody get drowned and left 8 people in an ark. How long we going to use them things there to define our reality and our understanding? How long we going to do it? That is what we are talking about when we say African, wake up. Wake up. Stop make them tell you foolishness. You don't have to hold on upon that. We have to hold on upon ourselves. We have to save ourselves. We have to understand how powerful these stories are to our detriment. We have our own stories that we told around the bonfire when we sit down, when we're looking at the stars and they look upon the earth. We could understand things and times different. We could understand when the trees will bear fruit. We could understand when rain will fall. We could understand the movements of animals. We go Cameroon. I mean, I talk now something we may hear about or something we may read about. We go to Cameroon, man. And you have some people there. Them put them ears on the ground. And them can tell you exactly what kind of creature I approach. Whether it's a man, whether it's a dog, whether it's a cat, whether it's a cow or an elephant, them put them head on them ears on the ground. And just the vibration of the ground, them can tell you is what kind of creature coming to them. Yes. When white people go to Africa and go to America and see the indigenous people talking to the trees, them says mad people, them like what kind of foolishness that them need some Jesus in them. But them don't understand the connection that is between the animal, the man, and the tree, where him respect the tree to the point where him have to pay reverence to the tree that him going to chop down. Him have to say, look here, really and truly, the tree's part of me. And really and truly, we need food, we need house, we need a boat, we need to chop down this tree. But in chopping down the tree, we're going to pay homage to the tree. It's not mad, them mad. It's understand nature from a different level. Them understand them connection to nature from a different level. So when white people see the buffalo and them just kill the buffalo, them just to get them head for put on them wall. When the native kill the buffalo, it's not wildly kill the buffalo. But them have to give homage. Them have to carry out a certain ritual for the killing of the buffalo. Because them going to use the buffalo for clothes, for food, or whatever them use it for. You know, just go around and just kill animals so. Like what them are doing in Africa now, all in Zimbabwe and all them places, just kill off the animal them so. Forgot to get the head for put upon them wall. What manner of thinking is that? Who perpetuate those cruelty. And we now come and adopt them cruelty there. Let the animal die a natural death, just like how human beings die from a natural death. Don't force the death. And that is what men do. Men force death, even upon himself. That's why I'm creating so much war for kill and kill and kill and kill. And we don't understand about life and life and life and life. Look where we're going now. Look where we're going now. COVID is not the first a pandemic like this happen. It has been happening for years and centuries, but guess what? Anytime it happens, men start to turn against men. Yes. Remember the Black Plague in Europe that killed 70% of the European them. And them start to kill one another because them feel say, is the people them who them feel is pagan, who them feel is witch, make the madness come upon them. And you have people right now, I think that. So the reason why this happens is the wickedness of the people. But it's true, them can't go out and go kill people who them think wicked. Because a different kind of law that governs the state now. In them days, a group of people just go out there and just start to kill people. Says, see there, are some Satanist people, them make a burn down them place and kill them. Make a burn them at the stake. Because them causing this destruction per way. Look on how much land these people take away from the indigenous people of the earth. Look how much land. Land is power. The basis of power is land. Most wars that have been fought on earth was fought over land. Up to this day, the Chinese go in Africa because of land. The French go in Guadeloupe, Martinique, Haiti, and all the French colonies because of land. The British go everywhere in the world because of land. And the more land them have is the more land them want. And it's even for kill people, forget the land. And them all can live one space at a time. Them can't occupy the two spaces at the same time. Nothing on earth can occupy the same space and the next space at the same time. Everybody have one space to occupy at a time. But you have a group of people that don't think that. They want to occupy all that is not theirs to occupy. And to occupy it, them kill. Them kill to occupy a next space where they might never even go into that space. You think Queen Elizabeth know which part? Mokole. She don't know where it's there. But you have some people who come here and name the place after them wife, them girlfriend, them boyfriend, all the kind of friend where them can't find. And them boyfriend and girlfriend don't even know which part of the place they need her. But them name live forever. Them name live forever. We come here so now as African people, domiciled on this farmer slave plantation island. And we say we have to take another turn, a different turn of understanding self. It's useless with there. I do this and I do that and I do that. I don't understand how important it is. For Lego them things. And when we say things, we are talking about them mindset. Rawlings, one of the presidents of Ghana, said, you can be modern but not Western. I'm going to repeat it again. Rawlings, one president of Ghana, said, you can be modern but not Western. It's a very profound statement, that. Modern but not Western. Modernity, nothing is wrong with modernity, but when you become westernized in your modernity, you become crooked and evil. And we can look and see that happen to the politician them right now. And the preacher them. Terrible thing.
Color here, folks. And most of us are not aware of those things because we live in a racist society and because we are educated by a racist school system that only teaches us about white contributions. And that's a fact. And if you don't like it, I'm sorry, but that's the way it is. If we would start telling the truth in schools, we would not have racism. We could cure racism in this country. Somebody said, I heard somebody... I heard somebody in the green room say that racism is inbred. No, it is not. Racism is not part of the human condition. Racism is a learned response. You have to be taught to be a racist. You are not born racist. You are born into a racist society. And like anything else, if you can learn it, you can unlearn it. But people like this choose not to unlearn it because they're afraid they will lose power if they share it with other people. We are afraid of sharing power. That's what it's all about. That's the reason men won't share power with women, because they are afraid they will lose power. People, if we would share power, we would empower many people so that we would all be more powerful. What we're dealing here with is mental illness. Racism is mental illness. Racism was defined by the Joint Council on President's Joint Council on Mental Health in Children in 1959 as being the #1 mental health problem among children in the United States. And they didn't say among black children. They said among children. If you judge other people by the color of their skin, by the amount of a chemical in their skin, you have a mental problem. You are not dealing well with reality.
Yes, serious thing, serious thing. Not dealing with reality is something where a whole heap of people don't really understand. So, as we say, we're going to carry into the realms of Rastafari and the music that Project Rastafari out there. We do it every year, 23rd of July, you know. And my mother's birthday too. I give thanks to my mother who passed away. I will give thanks. I know that she not listen. I have anybody. Tanya, who want to yell up Tanya. Also her birthday, 23rd of July, 1892, Haile Selassie's birthday. So we as Rastafari, we don't allow people to tell us where to celebrate. We celebrate where we want to celebrate, what is important to we. So if we say we want to celebrate Haile Selassie's birthday, we want to celebrate Marcus Garvey's birthday, we want to celebrate Emancipation Day, we're not celebrating Christmas, and we're not celebrating Easter, and we're not celebrating Valentine's Day. These things have no significance to Rastafari. It's not say we won't celebrate something where other people create, but it has to have some significance to our way of life and our living. You know, it just so it goes. So, one of the most auspicious days is the 23rd of July. The 23rd of July is in the next hour and a half. Which hour and a half? The next 35 minutes. So we're going to turn over the program to Mutabaruka to play some Rastafari music for the people in the radio station. You understand? Quiet Riot, this is the Cutting Edge and IRFM video. Going through the places, you know, they're just trying to make you see things, look on a different way of seeing things. Because it's not all it's not all the while things is not what appears to be a whole heap at the time. Sometimes a total different thing, and sometimes they make you see what they want you to see. Yes, it's so. Sometimes they make you see what they want you to see. And sometimes the reality is just an illusion. The reality is just an illusion. A whole heap of things that we think say is real is an illusion. As a matter of fact, most things is an illusion, actually. That is what we would really say. Most of the time, we are living in a world of illusions. That is what it is all about. And we're going like say, we don't understand that level. We don't understand the level. So we have to figure out what is it that is causing us to really move in this little zombie way. Because sometimes we move like we are zombies. Most time we are all zombies, victims of the system, creating a path for ourselves that is not there, trying to make road where there is no road, and making highway where there is precipice. Why you look my brethren? Why you look my brethren down a rum lane, you know? That brethren there with me for years, you know. When I left him out, you know, it was his birthday when we played the Gregory them. I think it was, yeah, when we played the Gregory them. We know, so we play a Gregory where you love, you know, brethren. So no feel no we tune, never play that tune. But guess what? We're going to play tonight, you know, you could have deal, we're going to play tonight. Yeah, one tune you ever request for the program after 20 odd years. 20 odd years, man, to the program, and it's one tune him always request. And we're going to play the tune tonight for you. Yeah, brethren, so, yeah, man. Loyal brethren, loyal brethren. Just keep on the journey. That's how it go. So when I tell you about the brethren now, where you might listen to the stepping rails and the cutting edge. Well, stepping rails I just started the other day, but you might listen to cutting edge for 20 odd years. You say, motor, I have tape on top of tape, must come for them. Well, the day when I decide to come and say, I'm going to work, but trust me, I'm going for them. As a matter of fact, I love camo, you know. My brethren, you know, used to go technical, you know. Give thanks to the Julie Mango, them, you know, camo. I tell you, you know. Why, I tell you. If you have some brethren out there, you know, I tell you, man. Faithful brethren, them. Faithful. Before I forget, you know, we want all who want some soccer, some tree soccer. Well, we're not in it neither, but someone's called me about planting trees. I think I hear the Prime Minister did mention it about planting 3 million trees. Well, I get a phone call, say someone want me to get involved with the planting of these trees, because they have to sucker them ready. Well, trees planting, you know, say I always there, so I did volunteer, say, I will take some of the sucker them and give it to people who want to sucker them. So we have some suckers want to give to who want to plant some fruit tree. Jackfruit, apple, ackee, Julie mango, breadfruit, what else other tree we have there? Anyway, we have a whole heap of suckers and we want to get them to plant one of them because everybody where I see I sell on the road, I sell ackee, I sell pear and all them things. You know, I say, tell me something, where you get them pear from? You ever plant a pear tree yet? None of them no plant no tree, but guess what, them a reap it now. So you have some people that are plant for you, come eat off. So what I'm to wait the people will come after now. You're not going to plant none. Where I say, it is a crime not to even plant a tree in your life. No, man, you should be arrested. You're eating 3 times a day and you never plant nothing yet. You should be given a life sentence. And I'm always saying that. So you know, I have some sucker. We may not have it yet, but I know it's going to arrive. And I can't tell you which part I'm going to pick up the sucker them. Breadfruit, apple, mango, OTT apple, I call it already, yes, pear tree, jackfruit, gooseberry, all of the tree, well, not all of the tree them, but we have a variety of suckers. Them now go done. But we say all rain a fall now, so it's a good thing. As a matter of fact, I storm them on the way. I storm them on the way, I tell them, say, heat 4 days and it a head straight, but it could have divert. But when I say, if it's even one of them, you should have taken and go plant it somewhere. If it's even one of the 3 them, you take it and go plant it. Because you never 3 years, 4 years, hey, you know what fruit, hey, I sit down in my house the other day and I hear boom. What I say, what that? You see me go down there, it's a jackfruit tree. It's a jackfruit drop off out of the tree. Then when I look up at the tree, I never ever notice, I 4 jackfruit I see on the tree, And I say, but look what me that plant a tree. I say, I wonder when that tree they go bear though here. And I 2 jackfruit tree I plant over here, and the 2 of them are bear, Then I go down there and see one rotten, jackfruit on the ground rotten, a bex, A bex. Me plant. Some of them I do every plant, I do throw the seed, the apple tree them. And I do see a whole heap of them I grow up in my yard and right now 3 of them are bear. 3 of them are bear now. One of them have an apple till the rat them just eat off the apple them off of the tree, And I say, one of them rat or rasta when them did when I plant it. I see a ackee tree, a beer. I even mention I grow special banana because that was 1 year, 9 months put a banana growing that. But when I see the tree them, the other day, my daughter bring a tree, a sucker come at the yard a couple years ago. I will plant it near the wall. And when I look now, the tree have a mango upon it. And I just the other day, she bring it from Portland rather. Them have something with SDC and she give. Anyway, when I say this file, she say this, that me think say in a man life or a woman life, them should at least plant a tree at least once in a them life. That somebody else can come eat off of that tree. And we're gonna make it easier for you now. We're gonna get the sucker them and you come to me for the sucker them. I'm gonna tell you tomorrow I'm gonna tell you which part the sucker them are going there. You understand? I don't know, I can't help you if you live in Westmoreland. I don't know how you go about it. I can't help you if you live at St. Anne because I don't down there again. You understand? I go down at St. Anne because I carry no soccer down there. I don't know nobody who have carry a drive go down there because stand up at IRFM gate with the soccer there. But I know which part I can stand up with the soccer there. And I can get my wife to stand up with the soccer there. So tomorrow I'm going to tell you which part you can go. And on Saturday we're going to give them to you. But it's not a one Saturday thing. It's not a one Saturday thing. It's Saturdays. As long as we can get them, we will give them away. So we just have to say that as a public service announcement. It's not a paid advertisement. I hope they be hear that. You understand? Okay, that's a paid advertisement. It's a public service announcement. Okay. So, before 12 o'clock, we're going to play this tune now. We want to heal up the brethren now. I make me talk about this fruit tree, The brethren I listened to Cutting Edge for 20 odd years. He lived on a rum lane. One time I ever meet him. Not more than one time, I lie me I tell. I meet him down when I play down at West Street, 5 or young. I meet him in the park. When I think, what will I go do in the park? Something will I do in the park downtown. William Grand Park. But forever and ever, a one tune the brother ever called me to play. It's a tune by Della Reese, named Comment. And it's a tune where you should have listened to. Believe you me. So here we go now. This is, all Mr. Young used to love it. Mr. Young is easy, One time Mr. Young, I hear me play some foreign tune, and them come in there and say, I bet you know that tune there. And them start to ask about Down by the River, by Buddy Miles, Me I say, Mr. Young, and you tell me, say, I refer me, reggae radio station, I can't tell them what's going to play. Me say, all right, I'm going to bring it back the next week. Time, I'm bluffing my bluff, I say, I don't have them tune there, I say, all right, watch me here next week. He said, next week I come, Down by the River, Buddy Miles, man. Mr. Young, I love you more than Jesus love the children. So here we go now. A Cutting Edge.